Hello all, I hope you all are doing fine. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Welcome to my class. Today we shall talk about the significance of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. In the Muslim world, be it a Muslim from India or a Muslim from Pakistan or a Muslim from Bangladesh or any other part of the world, the Al-Aqsa Mosque unites them irrespective of the geographical boundaries. That means it holds immense significance, and it holds a significance in the current and ongoing clash between Israel and the Hamas. The Hamas, when they started the third intifada or the shaking off by launching rockets and missiles, it was by the name of Al-Aqsa Flood, Operation Al-Aqsa Flood. We have to know about this mosque. Why is it so important for Muslims? Has it found any sort of mentions in Quran or not? We are going to talk about that from the perspective of GS Mains paper 1st and 2nd. Do not worry about notes. It is provided through my Telegram channel, Pooja Dwivedi UPSC. If you have any queries, you can talk to me on my Instagram and follow me on my threads. Now, for the 6th Friday in a row, Israeli forces have stopped Palestinians from praying at the Al-Aqsa Mosque, forcing them to pray at the streets. Operation Al-Aqsa Flood, when it started to ensure that the Israeli forces who occupied the West Bank, specifically the old city where we have the Al-Aqsa Mosque, it should be freed from Israeli forces. See, in 1967, when Israel won the Six-Day War, it ensured that this place remains under Israeli control. Although the Al-Aqsa Mosque was given to the Muslim clerics, but there was no prohibition when it comes to visiting of Israeli military to this particular mosque. So that was it. And Al-Aqsa holds immense significance. We can get it from the fact as well that Taliban recently has constructed its own Al-Aqsa Mosque. But Al-Aqsa is the third holiest site for Muslims in the world after Mecca and Medina. It is believed that from Al-Aqsa only the Prophet Muhammad went to his heavenly abode. We are going to talk about it. Now, as you see, I have already introduced you to the news. Now, we can draw parallel. Parallel as in how important Al-Aqsa is to any Muslim in the world. Is Friday prayers banned at Srinagar's Jamia Masjid over Gaza? Because there are concerns that this gathering could lead to a massive protest which may be not in the favor of the current ruling, which may be not in the favor of the peace and security purposes in Kashmir, because it is very easy to instigate, it's an emotive issue, of course. Any religious issue for any community becomes very emotive in nature. So, if we have to look at from that perspective, the importance of Al-Aqsa, we have to draw parallel in India, specifically in Kashmir. Now, we have to move on and talk about the Al-Aqsa Mosque. This is the Al-Aqsa Plaza basically. Here is the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Here is the Western Wall, which is very important, religiously very important to the Jews. According to Jews, King Solomon constructed the first temple over here, which was later on razed, and the second temple was built again in 70 AD. This is Western Wall. And here is the Dome of the Rock, which is different from the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Dome of the Rock is a shrine. Al-Aqsa Mosque is a mosque. And it is situated on a place which is also known as the Temple Mount, or according to Jews, Har Ha-Bayt. The Muslims call it the Noble Sanctuary. So it's immensely important for not only Muslims but also Jews and also Christians because of its association with Jesus Christ. Recently, the administration of Joe Biden, has urged Israel to stop settler violence here. What is settler violence? Violence which is perpetrated upon the Palestinians by Israeli settlers and their supporters. Because recently we also saw that many clashes took place in Jenin and even Hebron. So this region is also becoming extremely violent in nature, and that is why, in order to ensure that not only Gaza is safeguarded, if any chance is there, West Bank should not get harmed. So Al-Aqsa Mosque, that is why we say it's religiously very emotive, it is religiously very important. Similarly, Western Wall is very important for the Jews. So it's nothing but, we can say, a tribal conflict. because these are Abrahamic religions. Judaism, Islam, Christianity. These are Abrahamic religions. They emanate from the same person, Abraham. Abraham's grandson is Jacob, Prophet Jacob, who is in the Hebrew Bible known as Israel. So not only Islamic prophets are known as prophets, but also the sons of Jacob or Israel are also considered as prophets. So this region is important for all the prophets, be it Islamic prophets or be it Jewish prophets. Alright, moving on. Taliban builds its own Al-Aqsa Mosque in Kabul in hopes of liberating Jerusalem. Taliban-run Interior Ministry has said that funds have come from Turkish organization called IDDEF. Why is it important to know? As I told you, this topic unites the entire Muslim population of the world. See, Afghanistan, Turkey, India, how you draw parallels. So that is why the importance of Al-Aqsa Mosque could be asked. I am giving you facts from that perspective only. Al-Aqsa is meaning the farthest or the supreme. It lies in the heart of the old city of Jerusalem. Muslims from all sects hold it in high esteem after Mecca and Medina. Okay, here we have Mecca and Medina, and finally we have the Al-Aqsa region. Okay, it is mentioned several times in the Quran. Moving on, if we talk about the Quran, then verse 17:1 in the chapter Al-Isra reads, "Glory be to him who carried his servant by night from Al-Masjid Al-Haram to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa." That means it is beyond the capacity of any human being to be carried overnight from these two regions. Al-Masjid Al-Haram is in Saudi Arabia. Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa is in Jerusalem. So it is believed that Prophet Muhammad, he rose above the concept of space and time and he was teleported. So this is the meaning of it. The environs of which we have blessed, that we might show him some of our signs. Indeed, he is the hearing the same. Prophet Muhammad's night journey from Medina to Masjid Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. This is what has been said. The many verses of the Quran and the Hadiths refer to various aspects and features of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The Quran only mentions two mosques, Masjid Al-Haram, which is in Mecca, and Masjid Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Quran also describes Al-Aqsa Mosque as the center of Bayt al-Maqdis, the Holy Land, and the land of Barakah, or the land of salvation and peace. Almost every prophet has lived in the Holy Land or had a special connection to it. Prophet Muhammad has also explained the importance of Al-Aqsa in light of the previous Abrahamic religions. When Prophet Sulaiman finished the building of Bayt al-Maqdis, he asked Allah for three things. First, a judgment that was in harmony with his judgment. That means he could walk the path according to Allah's wishes. A dominion that no one after him would have, and that no one should come to this mosque intending to pray there without emerging free of sin as the day his mother bore him. Like an innocent child, the person should be free of any sin. So it's the purity of intentions, the purity of actions that has been said over here. Moving on. Now the prophets of the children of Israel are undoubtedly included when Muslims refer to the Holy Land. That means Jews as well. And as the land of the prophets. Prophets mean that the sons of Israel, Jacob as well, prophet Israel as well. They form a continuity in the line of prophecy that finally ended by Prophet Muhammad. That means the prophets, as we have the Tirthankaras in Jainism, similarly prophets are there for Islam and also Judaism. Alright, moving on. The Quran also talks about the Al-Aqsa Mosque as the first Qibla. The Muslims pray looking at a proper direction, at one specific direction, generally the direction of Kaaba. And Al-Aqsa has been defined as the first Qibla. Centrality in events that are to occur before the day of reckoning is also associated with it, before the day of judgment. Prophet Muhammad and his companions in the initial days of Islam prayed towards the direction of Al-Aqsa. Now it's Kaaba. Earlier it was Al-Aqsa. And now you know why is it so important, religiously so important to Muslims. and he was the last prophet to face both Al-Aqsa, Masjid Al-Aqsa and Kaaba in one single prayer. That is why. And one prayer at this site is also equivalent to 500 prayers. As you see, whenever religion becomes a part of any clash, we have to know about the history of it. Why is it so important? What is the significance of it? So that we understand the ongoing clash even better. It's not just a building. I'm not only talking about Al-Aqsa. I'm talking about the entire plaza. I'm also talking about the western wall. I'm talking about the relation with Jesus. So whenever religion has been involved, thereafter we see diplomacy falls into tatters, because religion is something that has to be tactfully approached, not only with diplomacy but also understanding and empathy. And this could be a part of your ethics paper as well. Moving on. Yes, so that was it for today. I hope you understood the importance and significance of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and why this unites the entire Muslim world into one single being. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay updated.